Hammy Ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. It's the start of a new week. And I was hoping to do this 2 days ago on the 1st. Because as you can see on the title, I'm talking about the deck that I've purchased to work with for the month ahead. Now, like many of you, I have a wish list. My wish list tends to be indie decks because I can pick up mass market pretty easily, or I tend to be sent them for review. And the list is just getting longer and longer and longer, and I never actually get round to buying them. The plus side of that is, of course, that if I don't get around to buying them, then I've saved some money, and did I really want them in the first place? But sometimes I look and decks have been on there for a couple of years. So what I decided was to pick one off each month, and then that is the only deck that I am purchasing for that month. So last month, and what I've worked with through November through February, is the Constantinople Tarot, and this is the handmade RWS deck by Marco Bernadetti. And absolutely, I showed it last month. The colours are rich and glorious. It's this beautiful paper because it's handmade, completely handmade, personalised with my name on the box, and was a bit of a pricey acquisition, but you know, I thought, well, I don't have any handmade RWS decks, and I just thought it was absolutely exquisite. It didn't come edged, but I edged it in this lovely black. So that was, for all intents and purposes, my deck to use during February. However, for full transparency, I got halfway through the month and I received from the guys over at Destiny what has become my favourite RWS deck. I'll just take, I use these to protect it because I really want to protect this deck, which is this beautiful, stunning Ancient Aurum tarot, and I just love it. I cannot stop using this. And when it goes dark at night and I've got my incense burning and candles lit, the way that these sparkle and shimmer is just, the cardstock is exquisite as well, really beautiful. But what I didn't get across when I did a walkthrough of this is just how rich the colours are and how beautiful the line work is. And it literally has become my favourite RWS deck. I love it. So I've been working with that every single day. I have worked with other decks as well, but you know, I wouldn't use 2 RWSs in one day. I tend to do my 3 card weekly spread, and then my daily draws as well in the morning with RWS, and then a different deck in the evening for reflections, which is something I've done now for about 6 years, and it works for me. And so I thought to myself, right, well, to get this list down, why don't I just commit to picking one deck off each month and work with it for that month. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is what has arrived today and is my March deck. So, oh my gosh, whose channel did I see this on? Oh gosh, it was somebody who did a VR to, I will look and I'll insert the name at the bottom here of the channel, because I'm one of these people who, you know, if I've been inspired by someone or I've seen a deck from someone's channel, I like to credit where I've seen it from. So, but the name has just gone out of my head, but we've been emailing each other about this deck. We must have sent 3 or 4 emails between each other. I need to pause it because it's driving me insane. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so the channel I was trying to remember is Gently Living Out Loud, and it's the lovely Mary. And Mary did a VR to my tag, Tarot Journey Through Cards, Tarot Journey Through Decks, and thank you to everybody that's taken part. And she showed this, and I was like, oh, that deck appeals. And then we had a backwards and forwards conversation, and it was, you know, when you see a deck and you watch somebody show it, and then you go down the rabbit hole of trying to find out everything about it, and you watch multiple walkthroughs. I do, because I want to hear lots of different perspectives, particularly because this was quite expensive to get, because it comes with a separate book, which is almost $30 in itself, and I think the deck is just under $40. So it's the Magical Nature Tarot, and the story behind it is that this deck is really eco-friendly, and I know a lot of decks say, oh, we're eco-friendly, but the Magical Nature Tarot really lives up to its name. It's eco-herbage, which is the cardstock, which makes it nice and light. You see the little flecks in there. I think it uses things like grass as part of the makeup of the cards. All the ink is natural dyes from plants and flowers, etc. So it really is of nature, the whole deck. Now, it is technically a collage, and if you know me, or have heard me talk about decks that I like, and art styles that I like, and ones that I like least, apart from computer generated art, collage is one of my least favorites, unless it's done really, really well. And this deck has been curated really, really well. The type of collage that I don't like is where it just looks like someone's cut out of a magazine, put some Pritt stick on it and slapped it down, and there's lots of random bits and it's not cohesive. This one with the colour palette really is cohesive, and I just loved what I was seeing and thought, yeah, I've got to get this. And I was talking to Mary about whether it was worth getting the guidebook or not, and she was saying, well, you don't really have to. There is a PDF that you can use as well. But I thought, for the price that I'm paying, and I'll try and insert a screenshot here, because I had to pay tax and I had to pay shipping, and with the book and the deck it was well over £100, which is a lot. I know that's a lot. But I just thought, well, you know, if I'm only buying one deck a month, then let's start ticking some of these off the wish list. So I decided, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak, literally. Let's get the book as well. Why not? And then I can read more. I will put a link to this on Etsy, where I got it from on Etsy. It's come super quick. I think just over a week, really, which from the States isn't bad. Okay, so let's take these out. Oops, I've knocked over one of my little ghosts. So even this, you might be thinking, oh, plastic. She's put here commercially compostable. So everything, the packaging, all the packaging and everything is eco-friendly. I love it. I really love it. So we've got a little card here, and let's see what this says. This says, Dear Brian, thank you for purchasing this Magical Nature Tarot deck and guidebook. I have also enclosed a new version of the Four of Wands. Enjoy warmly, Jory. So we've got a new Four of Wands, so we'll have to have a look. Oh, this feels beautiful. really nice. We'll have to have a look at what the old 4 of Wands was. I love this. Again, all handmade. So let's bring the camera down and just have a closer look. Okay, so this is the guidebook, which feels so smooth. It's linen finished, really soft. Magical Nature Tarot Guidebook by the Sync Spirit Collective. We've got this design here on the back. Pages are really, this feels such, so it was last year. So it's Marjorie Morgan, but she obviously shortens her name to Jury. For Marjorie, Jury. Channeled guidance to help navigate the beauty and wonder of Magical Nature Tarot. Oh, look at that. I mean, look how beautiful the artwork is. This is the full card, just falling backwards. And so it begins. So we've got an introduction. Welcome, tarot card basics. Then we have the plant and metal guidance, connecting with plant and metal collaborators, channeled guidance. Major arcana cards 0 to 21, the first 22 cards. Minor arcana, we've got aces through to 10, and we're keeping with wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. Coven cards rather than courts. I like that, coven cards. Wands, we have Seeker, Apprentice. Well, they've all actually Seeker, Apprentice, Mentor, and Ancestor. Love that. That really resonates. You know, sometimes when court cards get moved out or changed up, I kind of think, oh. But this, you know, from that page being that first spark, really, that first spark of interest, seeking, the seeker, and then beginning to learn. You know, you advance from just being a seeker to an apprentice, and then every apprentice needs a mentor. And then what else above mentors? Our ancestors, those that have gone before us, those that have passed on ancient wisdom and knowledge. Love it, really love it. Tarot spreads and strategies. So we've got a daily draw, clarity spread, overcoming obstacles, my next best step, new moon spread, lunar cycle, and the ancestors spread. And then we go into the welcome, tarot basics. This paper is beautiful. I never felt anything like it. Really gorgeous. Right, so here we go in terms of the makeup, physical makeup of the deck. Let us acknowledge that the plant beings involved in Magical Nature Tarot are from the unceded territory of the following tribes and peoples. Okay. Use the alphabetical listings below to help connect with the plant and metal collaborators. Their guidance was channeled by Jury. The images display how the colours show up in the deck. That's interesting, isn't it? So the colours, black walnut, beetroot. Oh, love this. And then we go into, the cards are so, the paper is so thick, I thought there was two together. So then we get our cards and we get the image, we get a channeled guidance, and then we get a little kind of guiding words or ideas. So for here, for our Fool, let's see if I can, I don't want to damage the spine too much straight away, but lean back, let go, interconnectivity, release, armoring on backside of body. You are lovingly held by all that is. Trust will be rewarded with a feeling of deep belonging. And then we get the plant and metal collaborators. So logwood for the dark blue background, logwood with copper oxide for the light blue background. So it tells you like the ginkgo leaf for the tan and the light blue imprint. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So really glad that I bought the book because there's all this information in here. All right, So, shall we have a look? Oh, here comes the sirens. Shall we have a look at the deck? This feels so light. And I have seen Eco Herbage before because Conran Stain did a CS Tarot on playing cards in Eco Herbage. And I've heard, obviously, Americans drop the H on herbs, so it becomes herbs. So I heard people say Eco Herbage, but over here it's herbage because we use the H in herbs. You can just tell everything is handmade, beautiful. This is one of those tuck boxes that I like where you can fold it back. And then on this side there's the thumb cut out, drops down on this side, so it makes it really easy to get the cards out. No tuck box rage here. These are the back of the cards. Oh, I wish you could feel what I feel. So with Eco Herbage, there is like a tan colour on the cards, and you do see the little, each one is going to be completely different because like for instance here there's a little line, do you see that? Whereas that's not on all the cards because that's part of the grain. Okay, so the major is at the end. Might have to put this in order. So we're starting with Pentacles. I like Pentacles at the end. We all have our way of doing things, don't we? Cups I like at the beginning. And then Wands. And then Swords. There we are. We're good to go. We're good to go. So in terms of, oh, this feels lovely. That's going to be amazing to riffle as well. In terms of card size, I think it's pretty standard. Yeah, standard card size, as in US games and PC. So yeah, see if I can get the camera down even closer so you get a really good look. Okay, so hopefully that's a little bit better. So we do have, and there's like a shadow underneath, so it gives it this 3D effect as well of a piece of artwork on paper laying against like almost like a stone effect background because of the grain that you get in here. We've got numbers in the card image as well as on the cards. I'm not quite sure why we need that because we've got it as part of the image. So, but here's our fall, and it really is. Many years ago I did a management development course. It was a year long. It was quite arduous, but there was one around teamwork, working together, trust in your peers, that sort of thing. And they did this activity where we had to stand on a table and fall backwards, and your peers caught you. I'm sure you've seen it. It's quite a popular kind of team building activity. And this reminds me of that, you know, total trust here that falling backwards, got the wings, got nature, and there is that protection, but there's that kind of, I was going to say leap of faith, but there's that faith there and trust. I love it. The Magician. See, even though it's classed as a collage deck, it doesn't feel collagey at all. Oh, beautiful. As above, so below. Our High Priestess is stunning. You see what I mean? So we've got the 2 there and we've got it there, but they could have perhaps made the images a little bit bigger and not had the numbers. Here's our Empress. Look at that. How beautiful. I love this sun in the background, the colours. Oh, it's like metallic copper and just beautiful. She's very much part of the land. Our Emperor. The Hierophant. Love this Hierophant card. You can see why I was so drawn to this. Look at our lovers. I love elephants. And this is such a beautiful image. The Chariot. It's like she's, at first when I looked at it, I thought, is she riding on the tail of a whale or something? But I think she's just floating, perhaps on driftwood downstream. Look at the Strength card. The Hermit. Here's our Hermit lot on the edge of a cliff. And we've got this eclipsed, I don't know if it's an eclipsed sun or eclipsed moon, but it's an eclipse anyway. But whenever I think about anything to do with space or anything outside of this world, I feel so small and tiny. The Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Justice, look at that. So for the Hangman, we have the suspended one. And it's this pole going across here. Here's our Death card. Temperance. The Devil, look at the Devil. The Tower. Beautiful Star card. The Moon. Isn't that incredible? You can almost hear it, can't you? The howl. Our Sun card. Gorgeous. These beautiful golden colours. Judgment is so beautiful. I think it might have been this card I got to and I was like, yeah, okay, I need this deck. I need it. I think that's possibly my favourite Judgment card. I don't tend to like Judgment cards because, you know, I had a lifetime, it seems, of fearing judgments and being told that it's just by who I am, you know, and leaving the church and everything else that I would face a judgment. And so when I see the Judgment card, the traditional Judgment card, it kind of makes me feel very uncomfortable. This, however, is just breathtakingly beautiful and poignant. And here's our World card. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. So we'll go on to our cups. Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. I love this kind of going in each direction. The Three. 4, 5. Oh, look at the tears coming through his fingers. 6, we've got the flowers, we've got the roots as well. 7, 8, gorgeous. 9, look at that. It's almost like a dandelion that she's blowing, but instead of the little, what do they call them? I want to say fairies, because that's what we called them when we were kids. 10, the Seeker of Cups. I love this renaming of the suit of the courts. The Apprentice of Cups. The Mentor of Cups. Look at that. And the Ancestor of Cups. Notice as well the font changes colour. So it's like a reddy brown for the mages. We've got this dark blue for the cups, and then we go into red for the wands. Okay, so wands, we need to check the 4 because the 4 has changed. Not sure why. The Ace. I see an eye there. Do you see an eye? Well, it's meant to be an eye, but I'll always see an eye there now. The 2 of Wands. Love it. The 3. It's beautiful. So, the 4 of Wands are holding cups. Yeah, I get why. I mean, we do have 4 wands, and if you think about the RWS 4 wands, the 4 wands making a structure that has like a drape over it, and it's to represent like a ceremony, a celebration type of thing. So I get it. But the changed card is this one, which is interesting. We've got a little dog here, and it's got fire, so it's very fire energy, dancing by the looks of it. But I would imagine that on first glance, you might see that as a 3 of Cups, because the wands are actually clearer on camera than to the naked eye. So yeah, I mean, I've got a choice of either. Here we have the 5 of Wands, just 2 people here. The 6 of Wands, looks like he's running a race. The Victor. 7 of Wands. 8 with a microphone. 9. And we have 10. And then our Seeker, like a performing acrobat. The Apprentice. The Mentor. And the Ancestor of Wands. Look at that for an Ancestor of Wands. It's almost like a cave drawing, isn't it? It's beautiful. Then we have Swords. Our Ace. Oh, love that. The 2. of the three. Sorry, Giselle. I bet you was hoping for something different, but I love it. I love the image. 4 of Swords. 5. 6. We do have the boat. Love the setting sun in the distance. See, I would never look at this and think this is a collage deck. 7. 8. 9, the Nightmare card. 10. Look at those colours in the background. How beautiful. The Seeker. The Apprentice. Really testing the intellect there. The Mentor. And because this is the suit, the air suit to do with the mind and everything else, these are really cleverly done. Oh, look at that. I'm loving the ancestor cards. They're very primal. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, beautiful. These are irises, aren't they? Oh, I love it. Oh. I hadn't seen the duck. I obviously hit buy before. I don't recall seeing a duck, and I've watched a few walkthroughs, but the 5, yeah, that's brilliant. You really do get a sense of the 5 of Pentacles with this. I love, just look at the light, the shadow on the face and everything. It's brilliant. I can almost see the stained glass window, even though it's not in frame, glowing, and it's caught the side of his face, and he's outside in the cold, wrapped up warm. The 6. 7. 8. 9, we've got the bird. That looks like a bunch of grapes, doesn't it? With a stem here. 10. And then we have the Seeker. Oh, little snail. How adorable is that picture? The Apprentice. The Mentor. And the Ancestor. Look at that. The Ancestor is the earth, the land. But it also looks like someone's sleeping. But yeah, I mean, what is going to be our ancestor for the earth suit? It's nature itself. What a beautiful deck. Even more beautiful in the hand. I mean, these just, oh gosh, stunning, beautiful. Love it. So pleased that that I decided to get it. This, I'm not going to edge this. I'm not sure how it would take because it's quite porous, and I think it would ruin it. And I don't really need it to because it's got that earthy feel, and the edges do as well. They feel lovely. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think to it, and also if you want to let me know what your deck of the month is going to be. I can't wait to work with this. Oh, look. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.